Hello, hello all. This is another assignment. Introduction to OOPS plus C++. Self-assessment round 1. This is assignment number 4. These are the questions to explain what is polymorphism, explain with examples. What is compile time and runtime polymorphism, explain with examples. What is the static and dynamic binding? First one. What is polymorphism? Explain with examples. Polymorphism is nothing but an object is able to take multiple methods or functions based on the instance or situation when they are called. This is a polymorphism. We can use multiple functions like, for example, if is a player as a character, he can able to do multiple things like he can run, he can walk, he can jump, he can shoot, he can fight. If there is a fight game, he can punch, he can kick, like that. So if the player is an object, we can pass multiple functions on them. So based on the function, it will work. This is a definition. This is an example I explained earlier also. Like same, the player is object, and he is able to do multiple things. So we can pass multiple functions on the same object. What is compile time and runtime polymorphism? Explain with example. Compile time polymorphism is nothing but uh, player functions overloading. Function overloading is nothing but we will pass we will declare multiple functions in different classes with the same name and different arguments. Like arguments might be with integer, float, with different data types. This is a compile time polymorphism because while compiling, it will decide which function to call based on the arguments provided in the function, like whether it is integer, float, double, character, whatever. We will see an example. For example, it is diagram class overloaded with different data types such as integer, floats. In a provided function will be called compile time based on the data type provided in the function. This is compile time polymorphism example. Here I derived a dragon class and passed to three multiple functions, three functions with same name. We can pass the function in different classes, like different subclasses as well. But I just, for example, I passed in the same class, dragon class. And if you pass in different classes, we can call with different object names. And arguments are int, double, and int. I pass two arguments here. This is based on the arguments, it will call the function. This is compiled and polymorphism. If we run, this output will be like this. Based on the input argument, it will call the respective function. Runtime polymorphism can be achieved by virtual functions and inheritance. For example, we have enemy class, like we have different types of enemies. When we declare some function like attack in the enemy class, and it will be redefined in the subclasses, what are the enemies we have, and then appropriate function will be called based on the object or enemy type we are using. For example, we have enemies as zombies, skeletons, and dragons, and we will see the example. Example on runtime polymorphism. This is the example. We have class as enemy, and the different enemies are zombies, skeleton, and dragon. They have their separate fields to know which object get called. So we declare pointer objects for zombie, skeleton, and dragon. So when we call attack function, the attack function is basically derived as a virtual base class, and It will redefined in the all subclasses with different statements. So whenever we call attack function with enemy1, it will go to the this one because zombie class only. Because of the object we defined. We will see the output as well. When we call enemy1, which is created by zombie class object, so zombies waits. Next one is enemy2 from skeleton. Skeleton swings forward. And the other one is dragon. Dragon breathes fire like this. What are static and dynamic binding? Static binding is nothing but it is achieved by function overloading. Again, function overloading, it will decide at compile time which function need to be called. In static binding, compiler will which function need to be called will be decided during the compile time based on the arguments, number of arguments, type of arguments passed in the function. So if you pass int a comma int b, so this is for example. When we pass same argument, then only that function will be get called. The function will be get called based on the arguments getting passed. And dynamic binding is runtime. Which function need to be called will be decided at the runtime based on the object we invoking to call the function. Because if there are multiple objects from the derived from some subclasses with base class, when we which object we are the function names might be same in all base all derived classes. So whatever the object we are using to call the function, based on that the function will get called. This is dynamic binding. Hope this is clear. Hope I answered all three questions well manner. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.